Hey guys, Travis here with GameSpot Esports, and I'm actually joined by two brothers who are facing each other tonight. ClakeyD from Team Marn and NickWu from the Brunch Club. So first off, are you guys? Well, I'll just start off with the most obvious question: is how's it feel to have to go up against your brother tonight?
This is pretty much the ideal situation that we wanted, knowing going into the group of 8 that even though we're playing against each other, one of us is guaranteed to make it, and the other one I think still has like a 90% chance of making it out of the wild card group.
Is that the same with you, Nick?
Yeah, it is the same with me. I believe that we're both great teams, and it seems right now that the wild card stage is looking pretty good for both of us. And just whoever wins, we still have a good shot. I think both of us.
Now, Clakey, those were some crazy, intense games last night. I already talked to Echo earlier, but how did it feel to just like scooch by in both of those games?
I don't feel like we actually scooched by. I haven't seen the VODs. But against Cloud9, I don't know what the gold was when we decided to base race. And a lot of people think we're crazy because they had Twitch Nunu or whatever. But a lot of Twitch's damage came from his crit percentage, and that doesn't work on towers or buildings. And Ezreal had a lot more AD than him, and he had a more constant attack speed buff, and we had better defenders than them. And we were able to send our Nivea back initially, and then I had backed with Cho'Gath after their base turret. We were able to defend them off of our Nexus turrets and prevent them from going back, which is why we won. So I didn't think we really scooched by on that one. A lot of people might think we did. In the second game, we played the early game really poorly, but we really came back in the end. And it really came down to Wild Turtle not building a QSS and not having cleanse for all the CC that we had. Or Demon Lol. Demon Lol. Yes, wrong person. Demon Lol.
And so for you, Nick, did you expect Brunch Club to get out of the group stage yesterday, or was it a pleasant surprise?
No, I expected us to get out. I was actually kind of surprised that people thought we were the underdogs against Pulse, because we had played them before, and we have a good track record against them. We are 3-0 against them. The 2 times in this tournament and 1 in the MLG qualifiers where we beat them. So I don't understand why people thought we would lose to Pulse, and they were very convincing wins. Against Curse, we were very nervous. I know I was nervous, and I messed up a lot of plays because I got a little too antsy. I could have beaten Voy Boy in the early game, but I should have waited. But no, I'm not too surprised that we made it out. I knew that we would beat Pulse.
So for you guys, you're both from the fighting game scene, and now you're in League of Legends, right? Yeah. You're laughing, Clakey. What's up?
My little brother's not really from the fighting game scene.
Well, he's around enough, right?
I mean, I don't think he's ever been to a real fighting game tournament. So I don't know if you could consider that he's in the fighting game scene. But he's actually a good player. So maybe in the future he'll be considered a person in the fighting game scene.
Is that the case? You're not ready yet for the tournaments?
I'm definitely not ready yet. I can tell you those setups are something else. Like playing at a tournament, it's very different than playing from where you're comfortable. But a little bit of practice, and I'd be able to play.
But you're around enough of Clakey's friends at least, and a lot of them are your friends that you kind of have that culture, right?
Yeah, I can understand the FGC, fighting game community culture, and the hype that surrounds it. It's very different from the esports.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to ask about is, you guys are now doing League of Legends esports. I know that even the FGC, sometimes they don't like to call it esports. So what's it like being over and doing this kind of stuff as opposed to, maybe whenever you're hanging out with the fighting game guys or whatever?
I believe that when you're around the fighting game people, I think things feel more like emotions are more raw. Like if there's smack talking going down, it is it's pretty serious. They're in your business about it. As far as esports go, I'm here behind the camera saying we convincingly beat Pulse. I knew we were gonna beat them. Not like I went up to their in a fighting game, they'd be in each other, they'd be right next to each other saying I'm gonna beat you. You suck. Yeah. But I never said anything like that to Pulse, and I don't think esports is like that. It's more of a professional thing.
Well, speaking of smack talk and doing something like that, Marn told me that he had harsh words with Orb and Studio last night. Did you hear anything about that, Clakey?
I did hear about that, and I also did a post-game interview, and Marn wanted me, and I also really wanted to, I guess, talk smack. Not really talk smack. I didn't really get to talk smack, but I did a post-game interview, and I talked about the things that Hai said. Hai is the jungler for Cloud9 and X-Quantic, and he talked a lot of shit to not only us, but every other team. And I don't want to. I want to make sure everybody knows that it's just High. Everybody else on Cloud9 and Quantic are really cool guys, but High is the person that came out, told us that we suck, we have no chance of making it. Every other Rank 5's team is a C-tier team, and we should just all quit. So for them to go 0-2 in the group stage is pretty ironic, and I think he got what he deserved. But, I mean, not to say that about everybody else on the team. I feel terrible for everybody else on the team, and I think they all still have great futures in League of Legends.
Well, talking about smack talk, Clakey, you're going up against your brother's team tonight. So are you going to win, or is he going to win?
I think, as lame as it sounds, and as you probably don't want me to say it, but I think we're both gonna be winners.
Oh. See, I was told that fighting game community pros were willing to talk some smack.
I mean, we share blood, so you know, like if there's blood and we're really close, you know, maybe after the game we'll see. We'll see if we're still this close.
All right, maybe after the game. How about you, Nick? Same thing.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm definitely looking to win. But yeah, either way, I'm glad. Like we said, it's the ideal situation. I'm glad that at least for sure one of us has a shot at, like, it was for sure in it, and we still probably have a good chance at the wild cards, either team. So yeah.
Very good. Well, you know, I'm going to let you guys go and get some more scrims in before the game so you guys can be both practice for each other. But first off, I want to say thanks a ton for the interview, and best of luck to both of you guys tonight.
Thank you, Travis.
For everyone, this is Travis with GameSpot Esports. You can check out the rest of our LCS coverage at gamespot.com/esports.